Hey guys, what's up? It's Kathy, and I'm here with a December Daily week one walkthrough. And so I'm doing it a little bit differently. I started filming it as actual process videos that I was going to show you guys. And I realized, well, A, I was really behind, and B, they were going to be really long because I'm really not that great at making mini albums. This is kind of my first big mini album I've ever made. So I decided to film walkthroughs kind of instead of process videos, which I mean, I know people really do like to watch the process of them, but I know we also don't normally like to watch like half hour, 45-minute long videos. So I really hope that this is kind of helpful. I guess you get to see them and you don't have to sit through these huge long videos. This is my first ever big mini album, and this is my first ever December Daily. And this is kind of a little different because I recorded this as I was talking and filming it, but there were some audio issues, so now I am voicing over something that I already voiced over. So I hope this works out and that everything turns out kind of well. And so this will be week one, days 1 through 7. I've already begun working on the next week. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for my front covers or my side of this yet because it doesn't come with the cute little metal strip or anything like that. And I'm a little, I don't know, out of ideas on what to do for the front cover. But yeah, this is my, and then it doesn't have like that metal side to tell for me to put 2018. So I have to probably glue something down for that. And I really hope that the audio works for this as well, because I'm kind of worried about having to do even more audio for this. And I really want to get it up. I really want to show you guys it. I'm really happy with how it turned out so far. And so the first thing is that little, the binder is from Michaels. I just bought it on clearance. So here's the first page, and it's missing a star that fell off right before I filmed this, except I made that page last year when I first attempted a December Daily. So that's been stuck there for an entire year, and it chose the day before I was about to film to fall off. So that's great timing. Actually chose the day that I was filming to fall off. So I'll glue it on later. I still have it hanging around with me to glue on. I just have to find the glue that I was using, or warm up my hot glue gun. Find my hot glue gun, find my hot glue, and warm it up. So that acetate piece is from Michaels. I don't even think I have any more of it. I'm kind of disappointed that I can't seem to find it, so I must have used it all, or it's hiding somewhere in my stash. And I just took some Stays On ink and in black, because it's the only color I have of Stays On ink, and I had this gigantic wooden stamp that I had bought at a little local craft shop, and it's really cute. I love how it turned out. It's like not perfect, which is kind of, something I'm always going for. So that picture was one that I actually just found on Pinterest or the internet or something, and so that's why it's so tiny, and I printed it out. I just kind of wanted something funky to kind of start the album, because the album is going to be very eclectic and kind of a little bit retro, a little bit modern, a little bit traditional, and definitely on the funky side, because that's kind of how I am. So that little the little journaling there is just about me dealing with mental health issues, and how I really enjoyed the Christmas season, and documenting the Christmas season would be extremely helpful and fun to look back on and everything like that. And I have been really enjoying this December Daily process. I thought it was going to be a struggle, especially with how busy I am this year. And I mean, it is kind of a struggle to get the time in because once I start working on it, I don't want to stop. So it is a struggle to get me out of the December daily mode and back into working on something else. That sheet that has the close-up of the winter trees was just a Studio Calico paper. And that was a printable that I searched online from Pinterest. So you could pretty much just look up like free Christmas printables and find that one that says, I just want to drink hot cocoa and watch Christmas movies. It came in a few different styles and I just cut out some trees and put it on the top. So I thought that was like a perfect little addition. So I am excited because I bought a fuse tool last year with like gift card money and stuff that people had given me from Michael's, and I had never taken it out of the box. And this year I did take it out of the box and I used it and I was really happy with the results. I actually got to make like a shaker pocket, like a true shaker pocket, because normally I just have to like staple them closed or like washi tape them closed. So I was really happy with that. So I'm just talking about watching Christmas movies and how early they start nowadays, because now they start like right after Halloween, which I love Halloween. I absolutely adore Halloween, but I also love Christmas movies, so I'm okay with either one. And I love those cute little people, the little faces and the TV. They're from an October afternoon collection that I had that it's not Christmas related, but I still really like it. So I love that little do not open until, I think it was from an old Pinkfresh Studio, and I just shoved some sequins and red and white baker's twine. So I found this picture of White Christmas and just stuck it there just because I think overall that's probably my favorite Christmas movie, I would say. And that picture, again, I found on Pinterest and printed it out, and it's I just printed it out at the size it came in, and that's the size it came in. It was really tiny. So it worked well for the 3x4 pocket. I had to back it with some pattern paper, but that's okay. And so I just added some embellishments around it and then made a little journaling piece on the bottom that just kind of listed a whole bunch of different movies that I like to watch around the holidays. So it had like Love Actually, White Christmas, Holiday Inn, Elf, all those. Scrooged is one of my favorites. And like Christmas Carol and, everything. My kids really like watching Christmas movies too, so they get really excited to watch them as well. So it's great to kind of have a family movie night and sit around and watch something that we can all enjoy and we don't have to really struggle on what to pick, which is nice. The second page over there, I do apologize, the lighting is really horrible because I can't use the same lighting I normally would. It reflects too much on the mini album overlays. So the second page is just some of the decorations that I have, like for instance that Santa is Nutcracker. He's new, so I wanted to document him. He's a new member of the cute Kitschy family. And I have that Tin Man Nutcracker as well. And I love the trees that I bought that are behind them. You can see it. It's like black and silver with the little balls. I bought a big one and two little ones. And so that's kind of like my style for Christmas. It's really funky. It kind of calls back to some of the more retro looking Christmas decorations. And so I love decorating at Christmas. Everything is so bright. And it did give me a chance to use some of my previous collection, Hip Holiday, because it has a lot of funky colors as well. So it really worked perfectly while documenting these decorations. And so a little bit more of my older collection, and then, sorry, I'm trying not to like swallow and make weird noises on the recording, but recording for like what's going to be about 17 minutes straight is going to be a bit of a strain on my voice. So I'm really into pom-pom making right now. I have a bunch of pom-pom makers, and if I wasn't so busy, I would have been making like a pom-pom garland for my Christmas tree. that type of thing. But my kids really enjoy making pom-poms with me, so we all kind of sit around and make pom-poms, and it's a lot of fun. And they want to make wreaths and pillows, and they want to attach them to blankets and all this kind of stuff. So it's really cute. I love that Christmas ball tree that I just was kind of pointing out. It's just the most gorgeous colors. I got it at Michael's. I got it on a discount due to some damages to it. So I was really happy to add it to my Christmas collection. I'm obsessed with buying Christmas trees, especially bottle brush trees. And that will be a page later, probably in week 2. Because I want to do a photo shoot with all the bottle brush trees I own. So this page is documenting us going to get the Christmas tree. It took all of 5 seconds to get our Christmas tree because it was just me and the kids and the light was fading. So we got out, and immediately my youngest, who's 3, just started running around the Christmas tree lot, which is in a parking lot. And so I was having a little bit of a panic attack because I was, as much as there weren't people driving around that particular area, I was so worried he was going to jump up like past the median and just run onto the road, like the driving part of the parking lot. And so I was just like, okay, cords are moving in my room. Scared me. I thought a cat was in here. Anyway, so I was pretty much like, let's just get the tree. So the guy showed us 2 trees. I was like, great. The first one's great. Let's go. He threw it up on the car. I tied it down and we were off. So I got one picture and it was him picking up our tree and the 2 kids in front of it, and the light was fading. So the picture is really bad. Like, it's blurry because not a good light quality. So I kind of altered it in Photoshop to just make it a little funkier looking, and then, embellished away. And then day 4 was about gingerbread, house making. My husband had bought them a gingerbread house kit, one of those ones with like the 4 mini ones. So I painstakingly had the royal icing or whatever and glued them all together, and then gave them all the decorations to go ahead. And they got about halfway through making one each, and that was when they were just like, can we eat them? And I was like, no, you can't eat them. Because A, decorate them. And B, I said, these are like those store-bought ones. Like, I don't know how long they've been packaged away. They don't taste great. Even the icing doesn't taste great. I was like, you're not going to want to eat them. They're for building. They're not really for eating. And they were so insistent for like the whole time that they're eventually just like, we're going to eat them. I was like, oh, okay, you go ahead then. And they ate them and promptly realized how right I was, that those were not the most tasty things. So anyway, I just had to document the aftermath of them destroying them all. And on the other side of that little display, there was the gingerbread house, and that was from my hip holiday collection. And then I just made this little one that says Merry and Bright. And then that is just a blown up picture I took right outside our door because it snowed here a while ago, and it hasn't really gone away since, which is very interesting. Usually it comes and it goes and it's green, and then it's like it's white and it's green and all that kind of stuff. So this time it's been white the whole time. And so I blew it up. I attached that wood veneer that I'd wrapped embroidery floss around, which I thought was a really neat accent. Added some pretty little white iridescent sequins to it. Like, I glued them down, so I didn't make a shaker pocket. And that was it. I'm not even going to journal for that one. I think that's it. I think it speaks for itself that I don't really need to journal it. So day 6, I'm talking about our kittens, and kind of my worries a little because, kittens, Christmas trees, Christmas decorations, and what havoc that might wreak in the house. And I kind of just added some little funkiness to some of the pockets, like the baker's twine, just to kind of emulate how much they love playing with like yarn and stuff like that. So far, they've actually been really good around the decorations and the Christmas tree. The worst culprit has actually been my youngest son. He keeps taking all the Christmas ornaments that he can get around the bottom off and thinking that they're toys, and he has broken some already. Now, unfortunately, they're like his or his sister's, and they're like, you know, princess ones or transformer ones or things like that. And he's like, it's a toy. And I'm like, it's not a toy. Put it back on the tree. And he doesn't. So this last page that I'm going to show for this video is just me talking about, actually it barely has any journaling. It just says, if you're not listening to Bing Crosby, is it even Christmas? Because Bing Crosby's kind of my go-to for Christmas music. It's what I grew up with. I mean, I grew up with lots of different Christmas music, but this was a big one. And of course, like Bing Crosby movies around Christmas time, like Holiday Inn and White Christmas. So I'm just really used to it, and it kind of just brings me back. It has like a nostalgia factor for me to my childhood. So it's always a go-to when I'm listening to my Christmas music. So yeah, so I'm kind of really enjoying that page too. I thought it was really cute. And then that one that says Noel is just a kind of a filler page, and I don't think there's anything on it like journaling wise. But yeah, no, I'm really enjoying this process. I really love how funky this is all turning out. I'm impressed that I've stuck with it this far. This is the furthest I have ever stuck with a December daily, and I've been trying to make them since I first heard of them, and that was back 2009 is when I first heard about them through a magazine. And yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed the walkthrough. Pictures will be coming up, and they'll be up on Pinterest and stuff too. And I hope you'll join me again for week 2. And thank you guys so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye.